Great. Thank you so much. Thanks for the kind introduction. Thank you to the president and all the organizers for putting this together. I think this is an extremely important time to get together and have an event like this and kind of discuss what's going on and what we can do about the future, which is ultimately in our control. And I think it's important to remember that. I mean, just being here in India, I wish everybody in the trade globally could come here and just see the scale and the size of the industry here and how many people are directly impacted by this industry, and all those people have families. So when you look at the amount of people impacted and affected by this industry, I think it really puts in perspective and hits home how important the future is. And I guess I would just start off just to remind everybody, I mean, it is difficult right now, and I think it's easy to be pessimistic, but the reality is this is still, close to an $80 billion global industry. And over the long, run, if we're looking at, 10, 20, 30 years, we still do have growth. And I think there's opportunity for growth in the future that's going to correlate with, global population growth and growth in middle class and overall growth in wealth. So I do think there is, a lot to be optimistic about when we're looking, especially longer term. So with that, so my background's as a financial analyst, and I operate now as an independent analyst and consultant, specifically working within the diamond industry. So my job is basically to take in as much information as possible, to process, analyze the information, and then kind of come to some sort of conclusion what all that information means and what it can mean for the future. So that's what I'm going to try to do for you today. I'm just going to start off by just kind of giving you an idea of the sort of things that I'm looking at right now. So these are kind of near-term catalysts, and then from there I'm going to just go down into supply, demand, diamond prices, and kind of give you an idea of what I see within each segment of the industry and try to come to some sort of conclusion or idea of what that can mean for the future. So this is what I'm looking at right now. I mean, at the end of the day, demand is the most important thing in this industry. Demand drives all segments of the supply chain. It drives all segments' profitability. When demand is good, working this industry is easy. And demand is definitely the biggest challenge right now. It's across markets. So I can just say as an American, the economy in the U.S. is probably better than I think everybody expected. We actually did not have a recession coming out of the pandemic. Growth has slowed. Consumer spending in general has slowed a little bit. But in general, people are still working. And as long as people are working, they will continue to spend money on discretionary items like diamonds. I think the U.S. market will probably be down a low single-digit % this year. But I think when we look, over the last 5 years, the demand for diamonds in the U.S. is still above those pre-pandemic levels. And the U.S. represents over half of global diamond jewelry demand.